Hi, this is Sassy Beauty 69, and it is Thursday, April 9th, and I'm still fighting with this relapse and flare-ups. Yesterday I had to go to court, and it was the most horrific time of my life where I broke down emotionally. The judge asked me, what are my disabilities? And I first said fibromyalgia. And I have so many disabilities that I can't list them all. First of all, there's so many of them. It's like I always leave some of them out because of my memory. If I could just walk with a piece of paper or have it stamped on my head or something. I hate having to go through my head and list what is wrong with me because I can't remember everything because there's so much. So I went to court and they want me to do this payment plan of $200 a month. Mind you, I live on disability. So out of all the bills that I have to pay, now I have an additional bill of $200 a month I have to pay for 3 years. So she's asking me, what can I pay? I said, I can't pay anything. How about I just pay $50? Because I really can't even pay that. But just to satisfy you guys, I'll pay $50 a month for now, okay? She's pushing me, like to tell her I can pay more when I can't. And so I broke down emotionally and I started crying and I explained to her, I'm like, my husband's left me. My husband's abandoned me. I only have one income, which is my disability. I have to pay all the bills by myself and everything is going to be shut off. I'm going to have to move soon. I can't tell you what I have to pay. And I'm crying. And so she's like, well, what are your disabilities? So I say fibromyalgia. She says to me, well, my mother has fibromyalgia and she still works. And I'm like, I can't believe you. And then I said, I have diabetes and heart disease. Well, there's a lot of people that have diabetes and they still work. There's a lot of people that have heart disease and they still work. And I just break down and I'm crying. And I'm like, my doctor took me out of work. People are so freaking insensitive. They don't get it. Just because I walk in there and I look fine to you does not mean that I'm okay. You can look at my face and see this woman knows that I've been in the hospital 2 times for suicidal attempts. There's obviously something wrong. And I'm like, I'm breaking down and I'm constantly having to go back and sit down on these hard benches and they keep calling me back and keep calling me back and making me sit down and calling me back. And I'm breaking down and I'm in remission, and then all of a sudden I'm hearing these ringing in my ears and my head is hurting and my body's aching and I'm breaking down and I'm sitting there trying to stay strong and my mind is flipping out on me and telling me, just run out. Just run out of the courtroom. Just run out. Just run away. Just run away. And I come home and I just cry. And I just cry. And I just cry. Because I don't know what to do. My entire world is falling apart. It doesn't matter. People tell me don't cry and to be strong. But it doesn't matter how strong I try and be, and how much I try not to cry. My body is aching because I'm under so much stress. And it seems like since I've been diagnosed, each year is getting worse. My life is getting worse. Everything is falling apart. Like I said, you lose people in your life. You lose people in your life. You lose relationships. They distance because they don't get the disease. They don't get you. They think that you're mean and you're moody when you're not trying to be. You're sick. Then when you have flare-ups and people push you, you snap. And I just don't get it. Like, for example, yesterday, after I get home and I've had such a bad day, and I'm still trying to remain strong, but I'm crying, but I'm still trying to remain strong. And don't get those thoughts in my head, because those thoughts were there. But why don't you just take your life so you won't have to deal with this? I still try to remain strong. And I was watching my niece, and I see her come out, and she turns on the lights. And I'm like, I keep telling her, please stop turning on the lights and leaving the lights on, because my light bill is $1,900. $1,900. Here in New York, they bill you every 2 months. And I'm not kidding you. If you live in New York, you know exactly what I'm saying here. For 2 months, my light bill is $1,900. I can't pay $1,900. And it's even on commercials how the light bill has increased 50% since last year because of the winter. That's not fair to the consumers. My light bill has increased 50%. So she turns on the lights and I say to her, I'm living by myself. Please turn the lights off when you're not using them. So I look up and I see the light on. And she goes in rooms and there's no one live here but me. I have 3 bedrooms. And she goes in the rooms that keep the doors closed. And I'm like, why is she going in these rooms? What is she going in these rooms for? So I get up after I see that she's not going to turn off the light. And I don't want to get up because I know I'm going to get angry. So I get up and the light is on in the bathroom. The door is open to one of the rooms. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Why? I can't afford this. So I turn off the light and I close the office door and then I go in and I see more lights on and I have to pick up the phone and call my sister to keep me sane. And I just broke down. I just started crying because I know that my sister's only 22 and she doesn't want to hear from her big sister that I'm thinking about taking my life. But I needed someone to talk to because I'm under so much stress. And when you're under so much stress, you have no answers and nowhere to turn. And you have talked and you have talked and you have talked to the people in your life over and over again. And you have reached out to them. And it's like hitting a wall. And no one's listening to you. And no one is helping you. Then what do you expect? That's why so many people commit suicide, because they have reached out for help. They have reached out for help. They've talked to people, and no one freaking listens. No one freaking listens. I have been talking for months. I have been talking for months. I have been reaching out for help for months. And sitting in this house, and my kids, I have 3 kids. So no one get in their car and come over here and check on me. So no one pick up the phone and check on me every day and say, my mom's suicidal. Did she try to kill herself in the middle of the night? No one does. Not one of my kids. They don't pick up their phone. And they know. And I'm not playing around. They think that this is a joke. They don't understand what I go through every single day. They don't know what the chances are that I may just do it because I'm so tired. They never pick up the phone, and they never pick up the phone and say, okay, Mom, we just want to hear your voice and make sure you're okay. Never. And so when you feel that way, you think to yourself, why even bother to be here? I'm tired of living in pain. I'm tired of people turning their backs on me. I have been there for everyone that's been in my life. Everyone. I used to be in pain and get up out of my sleep and help people. They would call me when I was sick and wake me up out of my sleep, and I would get up out of my sleep and I would help people. And I kid you not, if people needed someone to talk to, I would answer the phone and I would talk to them. Now that I need someone, the only person there for me is my sister. And I gave her my word because I heard her crying on the phone and begging me not to do this to myself. That's the only reason why I'm still here and I'm talking and doing this video channel today, because of my little 22-year-old sister. But it's hurting me. Every waking breath and every day I have to wake up is hurting me. I'm struggling more and more each day that I have to wake up for her. It's hurting me more each day that I have to wake up to do it for her. And she doesn't know that. She doesn't understand it. Although I'm doing it for her, it's hurting me. It's a struggle for me. And I'm doing it for her because I love my little sister so much. She's the only person I have right now. And I love that little girl. And I will protect her to the end of this, to the moon and back. I will protect her. And regardless of what my kids have put me through right now, I love my kids so much. I love them so much. But they hurt me. I've been through so much and so many sacrifices I made for my children. I've never been a bad mother at all. I've always put my kids before anyone. And to this day, I put my kids before anyone. I am married. I have a husband. And I put my kids before my husband. And he's not here now because I put my kids before him. My kids are more important to me than him. It's not much more of life that I can take. It's truly not. This disease is killing me. And I know you guys see me comment, and I really appreciate it. I really do. But I don't have any solutions or any answers to my life. My life is destructive. My life is falling apart. And I have no answers, and I don't like that. And I'm hurting, and the stress is just taking so much from me. And it's a struggle, and I'm so tired of waking up to this struggle. I'm so tired. I just can't take it. I can't take it much more. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it anymore. I thank you for taking the time to watch. And I truly do love all of you guys. I do. And all the support that I have, I appreciate. But I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, it's not much more than I can take.